you've been in Luxembourg for more than 20 years, so you're the local expert.
Yes, correct.
I will let you go with your presentation.
Yeah, okay, good. So yes, hi everyone. So my name is Benjamin, as mentioned by Jérôme. So I'm working on Dell technology, like a solution architect, and I'm here today just to bring you some information regarding the GPU and the scaling into the data center. When I start working, I heard a lot of stuff about the oil is compared to the data. So when I started working, so the data was be the new oil. The application will be the refinery who creates the application. And thanks to the dev team, we are right now able to have plenty of application. But the thing is changing a little bit, sorry, is the fact that the application today is generating more and more data. And the refinery is no more the issue about the code itself, but much more about the data center. And the data is not only the oil, but also the electricity, and the power is already part of this equation, I would like to say, to create the new value, and the value is the token. So the real challenge today, from my point of view, is to how we can turn the electricity on the power in the better efficient way to be able to promote EI token. If we speak with our clients, another concern is about the price per token. So what we see also is even if in the market we see that the price for the token is decreased, thanks to the fact that we have the new GPU, the new generation on hardware or something like that. But the paradox is also the fact that the price of the token is decreased, but the number of the token we are using are more and more increasing. So it means that when we speak about the price of the token, is no more the price about your hardware or the GPU card, is the price about your data center, is the price for your energy, is the price for your infrastructure, your people also, and the governance on top of this. So to achieve this, you have plenty of the solution. You can run your LLM directly into the public cloud, or you can use the sovereignty cloud if you have some constraint related to the regulation or something like that. Or if you would like to keep the good control of everything, you can run on-premise. But if you decide to run on-premise, we have another big challenge, is the density of your infrastructure. At the past, you can run on one rack plenty of the server, and it's working with what we have today, the air-cooled system. Today, with the AI, the new GPU, the new CPU, the power needs to be captured for the heat. It's quite huge. If we take a latest server and you put on your rack into the air-cooled system, you really well known in the Luxembourg, you can maybe run 1 or 2 servers in your rack. So in terms of the density, is not very, very efficient. And this is where we are Dell working to design a dedicated rack, will be able to handle up to 40 kilowatts of the power in one rack, and capture also all of the heat provided by the non-DLC equipment. You need to keep in mind when we speak about the DLC, so the liquid cooled for the server, we are speaking to just cooling the CPU and the GPU. But for the rest, you have the RAM, you have the storage, you have already the networking. It just creates another, sorry for the name in English, but the chaleur, the heat, sorry for that, the heat you need to capture. And on Dell, as we are buying the same CPU or GPU like the competition, the engineering is working to dedicate the rack designed to handle 100% heat capture on this. And what is better, like my speech, is to show you just a quick video about what we can achieve.
Data centers face mounting pressures from the rapid growth of AI and HPC deployments. High-performance CPU and GPUs are driving power demands higher than ever. These racks of dense compute can generate intense air heat loads of up to 80 kilowatts per rack. Traditional air cooling approaches fall short, limiting rack density and creating space and power challenges, even with direct liquid cooling on CPUs and GPUs. Placing cold plates on additional server components can be done, but often increases costs and reduces serviceability and configurability. A rack-level solution is to use rear door heat exchangers, but they require 20 degrees Celsius facility water, relying on energy-intensive mechanical cooling. The Dell PowerCool Enclosed Rear Door Heat Exchanger, ERDHX, offers a groundbreaking alternative for managing data center heat. Designed to enable up to 80 kilowatts of air cooling capacity per rack for AI deployments. By completely enclosing rack airflow and operating at warmer water temperatures between 32 and 36 degrees Celsius, the industry-first enclosed rear door heat exchanger significantly reduces cooling power and consumption compared to currently available solutions. The closed-loop design redirects and recycles the air within the rack. This air enters the front of servers, captures heat from air-cooled components, and is ejected from the rear of the server. It then passes through an internal high-efficiency air-to-liquid heat exchanger. Instead of sending that cooled air out into the environment, the enclosed rear door heat exchanger uses unique high-performance fans to recirculate that now cooler air back to the front of the rack for continuous cooling. With the enclosed RDHX, data centers could reduce their cooling energy cost by up to 60% or maximize compute density without sacrificing performance. Lower PUE, optimize power usage, and move closer to your sustainability goals. The Dell PowerCool Enclosed Rear Door Heat Exchanger redefines data center cooling for a more efficient future.
So yes, that's it for my side. So I would like just to mention that it's not a prototype. So we had the chance to solve this kind of the solution to the Luxembourg for one of our clients, and we are close to finalize another deal with another one. And I would like to say thank you for Gcore to let me the 10 minutes to explain this to you. I hope you enjoy my presentation. And
We'll just ask if there's any question in the room. That's a good opportunity. Anyone has questions here? Okay, so if there's no question, I would like to thank you for the presentation, and people can come to you during the break.
thank you, everybody.